Hello everyone and welcome back to Rag Plays Aidyn Chronicles the First Mage, where we just defeated those zombies. Last time I said I was going to do a little bit of research on whether I was remembering correctly and that the wizard spawn was a multiple, whether the zombies bugged out and respawned. I went and dug around on the Aidyn Chronicles Neoseeker forums for quite a while. I used to frequent there quite often since 2006. Found a trusted source. It was a post by a certain mixed swimmer, and he said, and he provided photographs at the time, though they're no longer available because the site periodically deletes the pictures. He provided screenshots where he had multiple wizard's wands, and I actually do trust that source quite well. And I have no reason to distrust that information, especially when I too remember it happening. I just don't know what the criteria is for it to happen. I just know that it can happen. Perhaps it requires you to not kill the trolls first. Perhaps there's some other reason behind it. Perhaps you're not supposed to talk to the zombies except for when you go to fight them. I might have talked to them before when I rolled through here at one point. Regardless of whatever the case is, we have one wizard's wand. Probably as the game intended to be, all things considered, in all honesty. So I'm good with that. That's fine. Let's continue on our merry way. And I think I'm gonna actually cut around and go into the bog from the correct entrance. Hey, am I crazy or am I hearing footsteps? Okay, I'm not crazy. That's a manticore up there. I can't really get him in shot right now, but let's ignore him. He's not important. I'm not going to fight every little creature sitting on top of an area, but we are going to go in through the front entrance of the bog and begin traversing in that direction. And hopefully we will find what we're looking for. We have a few items that we need to be getting in the bog. I'm going to have to remind myself quickly as to what those are. But I know there's the Helm of Charisma, there's all of the stuff in Elishiva's tomb, and we also need to be looking for the, you hear that? Oh boy, a Chaos Scout. Just what we wanted to see. Alright. If we must, you'll notice that the battle scene has switched now that we are in the bog, and it's going to get very dark, unfortunately. Alright, Keelan. We want to dispatch these because we don't want them to run back to their masters and tell them where we are, I should say. You know what? Aura of Death. Let's try it out. See if these guys are susceptible to fleeing. Where the hell is it? I should go from the top down, since everyone is affected by it. Sounds good. Let's use it. If I don't have to fight this fight, all the better. I just said I was supposed to kill them and not have them flee, but for all intents and purposes, the game, it's the same result either way. It's just for roleplay purposes. So we'll just it looks like their morale isn't shaken anyway. They're buffing still. These ones are brave. That scout might flee, but we'll kill him before he gets a chance to get away. It might work on the warriors though, in which case I may choose to do so. I should have probably cast Stupidity before I... Oh, there's still time, I suppose. Stupidity. Everybody gets some. It makes the world go round, does Stupidity. Fantastic. Everyone is affected by it, I think. Yes. And you know what? He's booking it. Well, we're content to let him now that his magic is stripped. I guess that convinced him. Let's get the scout, though. And he's fleeing. Good. It's like a house of cards. It all falls down. As one goes, they all start to go. He must be the leader. He's still trying to cast, but he might change his tune once the other ones flee. If not, we'll just go over and thrash him about a bit. Right here. Yeah, that's more like it. Just let Niesen continue to be a wallflower until we need him, which probably will eventually, but... Hey, he's gone. I'm good with anyone else who wants to book it. Go ahead, get out. Tired of fighting chaos, I'll be perfectly honest. Especially after the island and all of its unspeakable horrors. Alright, let's get a Thief Strike in the back here. Good work. And Keelan can probably kill him since his back is turned. No, not quite. But Beacon can certainly get fucked. Alright, I know I can make these ones flee without a doubt, so let's just do that. We've already had some that have gotten away, so might as well be all of them. I'm not even sure what this spell is using. I should check it when I look at the thing. The requirements. I don't know why I say the thing whenever I don't know what I'm about to say. Get out of here. Go on, get, you bother me. Okay, one of them's still interested in Keelan, not cool. Let's get the hell out of here. Alright, Alaron, let's go over there and do a wall of bones. Let's rescue Keelan here. Where the hell is she? There she is. If we can find her. I probably can't reach him yet, so Keelan, just back out of there. And he's not going, he's focused on Alaron. Fine. You want to do this the hard way? Fine. I can deal with that. Let's do a wall of bones. I just said I don't need to be doing these type of things, but fuck it. Christmas comes but once a year. Too bad it's already over. Get out of here. Slam that R button. And he's not going anywhere, so you can just hang out, and stupidity is called for, I think. Get some. Alright. That ought to do it. And that is party victorious. 13,000 XP. A couple of things have changed. I had to actually redo that battle just to verify that it wasn't some sort of... the battle with the zombies, to verify that it wasn't some sort of... choice of dialogue that triggered them to respawn or something, and it wasn't, so some things are not exactly the same, but let's make them the same, shall we? Beacon is pretty much as he should be, honestly, so I could do endurance. I'm just going to stockpile on him on Keelan. We were about to do warrior, but yeah, she does have enough for it. Sure, what the hell. Let's do that. Niesen, I said that your strength or lack thereof bothered me, so I got it to 8. And we have buffed Fireball. We will stockpile on him, on Alaron. We were doing endurance to 25, which I just did. So after this, we're going to want to increase Wall of Bones, so we need to stockpile. Chaos Robes, Gemstones, Herbs, Spice. Fantastic, we're at max again. Leave everything behind. Drop a quick save. Alright, so we are now entering the Darkling Bog, and the Darkling Bog is rather an annoying place. There's our journal entry. Let's see what it is. Journal. Today we saw Darkling Bog for the first time. Fantastic, and it's the 25th of the late summer season, in case anyone's wondering. Hey! It's this guy. I saw him before coming back through here, and I didn't realize, again, that he was hiding behind a tree. Let's see what he has to say. Don't make me put the moves on you. I just wanted to make sure you got your directions right. No moves and memory, okay? Turn right around and go straight west until you hit the coast. Then turn north and go across the stone bridge. Keep going north past the ruins until you see Terminor. Gee, thanks. Say, what's your name anyway? Not now. Hiding. Your name is Hiding. Okay, that's fine. So, As I said, there's stuff to be gotten inside the bog. Mainly, it's there's a helmet. There's a few special chests. There's also the Sword of Might, which we may have to get later, may have to get after the bog. But I'm just gonna wander inward and hope for the best, that we don't get lost, which will happen, I guarantee it. Also, in this bog, we need to find the Wild Man, we need to find the Lizard King, and Elishiva's tomb, of course, which is a whole separate affair. It might even happen in this video. We will have to see about that. Uh-oh. Cutscene time. Sweet. You're awake. I have a lot to think about. The necromancer's words keep echoing in my head. An after poem. Sorry about your family. I just feel empty, numb. Maybe the curse is all I feel. Why don't you see Ardra? You must know of her power at the wizard school. I do. I mean I have. She performed a crystal vision for me. I hope you got better news from that crystal than I did. Actually, it was worse. Let's hope for you. Okay, so dialogue options here. What is this curse you're under? Slowly, painfully, I'm dying. I might look normal sitting here, but I'm doomed to become one of them, a zombie. But Rita's working all the time, without much success. The more I die, the more I transform into one of the undead. My soul is no longer my own. Why isn't there a cure? It's an arcane spell, inside of the lore of the school. Audra says she's never seen its like. For a while I thought Cradwa might know of a counterspell. Yes, I set a lot of hope on Cradwa myself, and this tower. Maybe, there may be some kind of information for me there, but the real task is to stop the necromancer once and for all. He's very powerful, but the tower is still unfinished, so we have a chance. A good chance. A fair chance. Whatever happens, we can't let Shamsuk go around destroying our cities. It's time somebody stood up to this madman. We'll stop Shamsuk. I'm sure of one thing. There'll be more massacres if we don't. Okay, he did have one final thing to say, so let's go ahead and reload that. Who's behind it? Shamsuk, the destroyer of Pome. The necromancer. Who else would be behind it? It happened just a few months ago. I was on my way from Talawalk to Pome, to what used to be Pome. I'd joined a caravan and we'd made camp one night beside the Darkling Bog. Where we're headed now? Yes, exactly. As we were setting the tents, one of the children wandered off. Being a wizard and unimpressed by the superstitions and silly stories the commoners tell about that swamp, I volunteered to go find the boy. I hadn't walked long before I started to hear them. Okay, more dialogue, sweet. Have a quick save here. Who? Zombies. They live all around the tower. When they hunt, they make a horrible keening sound. It's unmistakable. As soon as I heard it, I knew I was in grave danger. I had no fire and no weapons. I caught sight of them through the dead trees. Before I could run far, they surrounded me. How many? 3, 4? No, many more. Zombies, ghouls, even wights. Too many to count, and anyway, I began casting spells as fast as I could. I even managed to destroy 3 or 4 of them before. Shamsuk. The one and only. He was controlling the creatures I fought. One small gesture from him, and they stopped their advance. He approached me slowly, and when he realized I was a wizard, he grinned. What's he like? Cruel. Dangerous. I don't know why, but I felt myself falling to my knees. And he came closer, his face like a hideous skull, leering down at me. You struck out. No, I couldn't move. He said, "So you would try your hand in magic against me, little one." But I couldn't answer such terrible voice. Next he said, "I should simply kill you now, but because of your bravery I will spare you." Why didn't you run? I couldn't. I tried to move, but he uttered a simple word of command. What word? And I felt a surge of energy, cold. It was freezing cold. And the chill of the grave enveloped me, and I looked up, and pure darkness poured forth from his eyes. Then I saw no more. You don't remember the word? No. It's not from any language I know. Is that how it happened in Poem? In Poem, I avoided him. I only saw him for an instant. You didn't see him bring out the fire? Yes, I did. I saw him call forward. The women. I saw him turn the light. And did he say anything then? No, not a word. I think... What? I think even a word was unnecessary. I think he's much more powerful now. Fantastic. Glad to know about that. Let's quick save, since we've got all of that out of the way. And we will continue along. Till we reach whatever destination we're going to. It's been remarkably devoid of enemies so far, which I can't say I'm upset about, given the circumstances. The further progress we make into this bog, the better. Though I do imagine that the episode is rounding towards an end at this point. If I can find one more battle to fight, that may be it. Or something to find in the meantime. We need to keep going east, because that's where most of the stuff in the bog is, as I recall. Okay, so there's a pit here. Can we go down it? Can indeed. Do you hear footsteps? I hear footsteps. But where? Oh! Alright. Kind of jumped out at me there. No problem, though. That is, in fact, I'm not sure if we've even seen one yet, but there is two things that we haven't seen, so I think I'm going to fight this battle just to show them off to you guys. There is a skeleton back there, which I know we haven't seen yet, and a plague zombie, which is a bigger, more dangerous variety of zombie. What I'm going to do with the plague zombie, I think, is I'm going to wall of bones him whenever I can. And Keelan is going to target the skeleton in the back. The skeletons aren't particularly dangerous. They're actually rather weak for our level, but let's get up there and wall of bones the... Almost curious whether that would work on a... See, it can't even work on the plague zombie because reasons, but let's put the skeleton in a wall of bones. Take a better look at him. He's got a horned helmet and doesn't even have a weapon, actually, but... And wall of bones, surprisingly, doesn't work on skeletons. That's a nice piece of attention to detail. In that case, I can't be bothered with any of this. I've shown you the monsters. Actually, screw it. None of them do anything particularly dangerous, but I'll just show you the zombie. It's the same model. It's just slightly bigger. They have a lot more HP. They have a lot more health. That's the same thing, I guess. They do a lot more damage. So let's just get this over with and wipe them out. Love them. Let's see if that did it. That did indeed do it. 6600 XP, and we are saving for Wall of Bones on Aileron. Beacon. There must be something we can do with you. Probably going to save up for Hafted next. Did we get your healer up already? Yes, we did. Keelan, we are saving for probably a spell to get your offensive capabilities up a bit higher. And Niesen. Niesen, you're kind of fine, more or less, so I might as well just keep saving. I don't know, get the radius up on mirror or something, just in case we need it. Other than that, that's all fine. We're not going to get anything from this. 30 gold. Perfectly reasonable. That's one more zombie out of the way, and I think we were continuing to go east. We must be vigilant and keep our directions clear in mind, or else we'll get lost in here. I would like to at least reach the rivers, so I know where I am. Somewhere in here there'll be the beginning of several rivers, and this place is a lot bigger than it looks. It stretches across from here to here, but it's deceptively confusing when you don't know your way around. And I kind of don't, in fact. I'm just sort of wandering, but I'm looking for a specific thing. It looks like we're coming up on the river right now. Listening for footsteps. Probably something near here. Footsteps are getting louder. And we just got jumped by something, I'm not sure what. Alright, a Wraith. Good to find, good to kill. Probably won't have anything of import, but Wraiths are dangerous, and it would be something that our character would be keen on destroying. Not least of which because the Wraith casts darkness, and that's not good. Also, 3 plague zombies. I think I'm going to cast stupidity and see if we can end this equally quick, because I don't want to fight them. We got it off on the Wraith, so that means I'm fairly confident that we should be able to do these zombies in and they won't be able to move. They do a lot of deeps. And he's particularly useless at this point. It's going to be Aileron's job and Keelan's to kill the Wraith. They are the only two with the magic weapons. What's his name there? Niesen has a magic weapon as well, but it's not as... He tries to cast Wraith Touch on us, which is a dex drain, I believe. But we resist because we buffed Beacon's willpower recently. And not that time, apparently not enough. And he's going to get a big pillar of purple on him in just a second. Aileron, you're going to move up and strike the Wraith in the back. If we can, or on the side even. Just do something. Keelan, you need to move back a bit before we can target the Wraith with the bow. Good job. And Beacon, just hang out for the time being. Ouch. Not much damage, but enough. Probably the first time we've taken real damage in quite a while. Good job, Keelan. Right through the heart. Alright, Keelan has gained a level. Alright, so... nothing to be gained from that. Since we're at the rivers right now, I definitely want to follow them to their source, because there should be something up this way. Also, that rock formation over there, that is where Shamsuk's tower is, though we can't see it from here. It's in that rock formation. If you see that thing, that's, you know where to go, but other than that, it's very confusing to try and find when you're in this area. And this is the crossroads of the swamp, and the... looks like there's a zombie over there, but I know there's treasure over this way. We'll fight the zombie. What the heck. Probably not quite at the time limit yet. We'll fight the 4 zombies. And we'll be using stupidity again because we can't be bothered. Might even try Aura of... well, actually, that doesn't work on the undead, doesn't it? The Aura of Death. Which makes perfect sense. We'll have to kill one of these zombies. That's fine. Let's kill one of the weaker ones so we don't have to take as long with it. You can move yourself up there. I wish I had a way to banish undead, but the game does not have a spell that works like that. It does have a spell called Control Zombie, eventually, which could be cool, but it's not a spell that I ever really find use for, so it probably won't be something that we train. It's too situational. Kind of the same problem with Control Elemental, it's too situational to be bothered with. That one's right next to Keelan. Let's fight this conventionally. I don't want to waste any more reagents on it. No. We want to target this one. Be different if there was a whole other line, but I'm not gonna sub in just for one. Just do it the old-fashioned way. It looks like he should have a dagger, doesn't it? Like the way he attacks, but he doesn't. Must be a bug or a flaw in the game. I would have put one in his hand, or at least a short sword or something. And that ends him. And that's the end of the battle. Sweet. Each party member earned 8,000 something XP. We probably have enough for that other rank in Wall of Bones, so let's do that. Yes, indeed. Aileron is... your health is perfectly reasonable. Beacon, we were about to do Axe probably again. Yes, let's do that. And Keelan, you are stockpiling for more spells. I think it's going to be Dragon Flames next, because Fireball, while it's cheaper, it does friendly fire, so... you are going to be stockpiling for Fireball as well. Good. 52 gold. Alright. Somewhere in here is a cutscene with Keelan. Right on. Alright. Let's save. Sweetheart? I think maybe we should, turn around now. There's no good place to turn around here, Keelan. We could go back to Port Said, or even Talawak. Talawak is a nice town. You liked it there, didn't you, handsome? Well, sure. Who wouldn't like Talawak? So what do you think, sugar? Feeling reasonable? Sensible? What's the matter? Don't you like the bog? Well, no. I don't like it very much. I've never... It's just a swamp. Full of ghouls. And this terrible necromancer who, I might add, does not seem like my type of fellow at all. Let's keep moving. Now, sweetie. Now, I know how you are when you get an idea in that cute little head of yours, but right now we could be sailing our little love boat on the sundering sea. We could be trading tall tales in Talawak with one of those old magicians, or sitting in one of those lovely Araman inns. Even the sailors on the docks of Port Said were more entertaining than this, muck and mire, and, you know, it's actually gloomy here. You're not trying to tell me you're actually scared all of a sudden. Well, I'm sure not bored. I thought you were the fearless type. I lied. I know I shouldn't do that, and I know this is not the best time to confess to this, but... Are you a man or a mouse? Neither one, Cupcake. I'm not the adventurous type. Honest, I'm not. I'm reluctant. I'm even shy. But now you've got a chance to stop the necromancer. You can do something meaningful. I assure you, honey, my quiet little life has always been meaningful to me. I wouldn't want to see it interrupted. Keelan, you'll be happy you came. I know you pretty well. Not this well. Even still, I'm sure you're not as superficial and self-serving as all that. On the contrary, dear one, I'm deeply shallow. Be fierce. I'm frivolous. Let's show this wizard what you're made of. Let's not, honey bun. But cutie pie, I'm not letting you out of that. This way. Sweet. I've never seen that cutscene before. I've never actually taken Keelan in here, nor to this point in the bog, oddly enough. You may have heard a bit of music. I'm actually glad we found that cutscene. That was funny. Oh, where the hell are we, though? Okay, so here's the crossroads of this. So the treasure should be on the island in here someplace, I would think. Unless it's not. Okay. Game. Are you Are you trolling me? I know there's a chest around here somewhere, so where is it? Well, there's a bag and a zombie. But I'm going to walk over here and get that next time we play, because I do think it is time to round off the episode. Can you go back the way you were going, sir? Okay, you've stopped. Alright, so I will see you all next time on Rag Plays Aidyn Chronicles the First Mage, where hopefully that zombie won't eat my brains. See you then.